Right, okay, I'll delete what I've just been doing there. I'm going to make a new layer, empty layer, press M. I'm just going to draw a rectangle and fill the rectangle. Deselect it, move tool, and let's just put, let's leave that there. Let's just look at going in between these two layers. Press the Alt key and you'll see the pointy finger changes. Pointy finger, square with an arrow going to the top. Pointy finger, square. On previous versions of Photoshop, it would be like a small Venn diagram, two circles overlapping, or yin-yangy kind of thing. But there's the same thing that's going on. Press it, click, and you'll see that this has clipped the text. So that's what's happening. Now what I'm going to do is put layer 1 above. I'm going to call layer 1 red. Now, ooh, Dave, we can't see your text. So what I'm going to do is press Alt. So there's the clipping thing again. Click, and it clips what's on top to what's below. So it kind of like a stencil, isn't it? In a way. So, which is nice. And you might say, can't I do that with a photograph? Of course you can. But I'm just using a solid block of colour to begin with here. Now, something else that we could do is I'm going to duplicate red copy, unclip. So I clicked in there just to get the clipping path off that. If I put it beneath the text disappears. But let's just turn on the visibility of red copy. Turn it off. So it's still there, but we can't see it because of this darn. Same colour. So let's turn it back on, and on the text layer just to the right I'm going to double click, and that opens layer style. You can go to layer styles there, or you can use the drop down menu on the layer palette there. If I press bevel and emboss, you'll see it then allows the text to show up on top of the red copy. So turn that off. We could go to stroke, so glow, change the colour with an overlay, pattern. Yep, so that's how these are working. So I went to bevel and emboss. For example, when you click the words bevel and emboss, this changes on the right hand side. So I can go to things like pillow emboss. It looks like it's etched in. So we could making some really cheesy, shitty logos and stuff for a film trailer and say OK. So that's what's going on. Turn off the background here, which is red copy, and that's what we'd get. So I could delete that background copy, or change it to, you know, a different colour, and that's what we get. So hopefully you get the general idea of the clipping path and what these things are doing. So all that we're looking at here is we've looked at clipping paths, and let's get you. Oh, yep, I'm on that tool. This text. Don't like that because it's on top. Auto select is on. Stay thinking, what are you doing? There we go. Now, one last thing. We know that the rectangle is in that position. What happens if we move the text beyond the rectangle? Gone. It's just text until it hits this. Amazeballs. Awesomeness. So that's the general idea.